Start us off with an opening thought or two, and then we'll take questions.
Wow, it's good to get back in the win column. It's good to play good basketball. It's good to see everybody contribute. We talk a lot about, people standing in the gap with these injuries, and we had some big performances, in particular from JC and Sophie off the bench. But I thought offensively we were very efficient. We let the offense come to us. Defensively, I thought we did a good job, especially in the second quarter. Anytime you can hold a team to 2 points, especially the way they can shoot the ball, it's tremendous effort. I thought as a whole, I thought our group played a good basketball game, and I think we're capable of that and more, and we're going to need that. I did not know it's called Savage Arena. Is that right? Savage Arena? Yeah, that's a heck of a name. But we'll prepare and get ready for Toledo.
What did you tell the team between the first and second quarter? Because obviously it was just a night-and-day difference. Northern Illinois couldn't really do much offensively, a lot of steals, and you guys are hitting everything offensively.
Yeah. I think if you were anywhere below the 20th row, you probably heard me. 2 efforts on defense, contest, box out, take care of your matchups. We didn't come out very well post-defensively, and we made some changes there. And JC stepped up huge, fronted the post, limited touches. Soph came in, played some big minutes defensively, and kind of shut that down. And then, of course, like Amy did a phenomenal job on a really good player in number 3, Jaden Marable. So, she's been just a workhorse for us. She played, 36 minutes, so efficient, 9 assists, 3 turnovers, 4 steals. She's just been tremendous for us.
Talk about the 48 points in the paint, especially Erica Porter finishing in the paint. We've seen a lot of that.
It's good to see. It's good to see. We try to put them in positions to succeed. We don't see a lot of single coverage. She got a little bit today, and she can expose that. I thought when she was coming out of the cross screens, diagonal back screens, all that screening action, and getting 2 feet in the paint, her offense is much more efficient. When she's catching the ball outside of 7 to 8 feet, her offense drops off. So she's just got to be very disciplined, get to the spots we ask her to get to. We're running offense for her to get to those spots, and then we just need to facilitate with some good timing.
Like some of your young players, this will be your first time in the Battle of I-75 on Saturday. Just what have you come to understand about the importance of this rivalry to the DG community, and obviously making sure your team looks ready to go against a great team in the MAC?
Yeah, it's a rivalry. It's a rivalry game. Being at the University of South Carolina, you kind of have a target on your back full time. So I'm used to it. I think our veterans are used to this environment, and I think they're going to step up. Our freshmen have been tested. They've been battle tested at Iowa, at Indiana, South Carolina here. So we're familiar with crowds like that. It's different because it's MAC play, means more. That's an SEC term too, right? Just means more. And, I know there's going to be some emotions, but I would like for us just to play good basketball. Regardless of the outcome, I'd like for us to keep our momentum of this game and continue to play good basketball.
What do you value most about a rivalry? You've obviously been involved in some of the biggest ones in college basketball. What do you appreciate most about it? A really good rivalry?
Shoot, that's why we're here, right? Those are the funnest games. The most energy. It's a raucous crowd. They're getting after us, and I've never been called so many names before in games like that. Mr. Clean, I think, is a good one that I'll hear probably next game. But it's just a great environment. It's fun. It engages players, and sometimes either, we talked about this in some of these bigger games, the intensity either eats you up or you thrive. There's kind of no middle ground. This game, stepping in that arena, you're either going to embrace that intensity, you're going to embrace that energy, or it's going to roll over the top of you, and it's up to you to determine which one.
Just the offensive efficiency tonight to shoot 59%. You guys are posted 70% from inside the arc, 18 assists. I mean, just has that kind of been building? You guys, I mean, obviously you guys didn't settle for a lot of three-pointers. You didn't settle for a lot of bad shots. Everything was pretty consistent and clean.
No, yeah, I thought we did a good job of shot selection. We took fast breaks when they were there. We settled in offensively when we didn't have anything. We got the ball in spots that we wanted to shoot off the floor. We made good reads offensively out of our sets. I thought they did a tremendous job. I thought they stuck to the game plan. We knew they were going to hard hedge. When they hard hedge, we'd throw that go-back pass and try to get those post entries. We used some jet action to take handoffs and get off the ball screen a little bit. So, I thought our kids did a great job. I thought our young women did a great job of executing the game plan and being focused.
How have you seen the relationship between Morgan and Paige kind of build throughout the season?
Yeah, well, I mean, Morgan's a vet. Like, she's tried and true. She's battle tested. She's been through everything, including an injury. We hope Paige doesn't go through that, but Morgan is a wealth of knowledge, and any time a freshman can tap into that wealth of knowledge, I mean, I can say stuff to her 100% of the time, and some of it'll sink in, some of it won't. But when it comes from a vet like that you respect, I mean, it sinks in a little bit deeper. And to Paige's credit, I mean, she eats it up. She's a sponge. She doesn't turn her ears. She doesn't get irritated when somebody's talking to her. She's a student of the game, and those conversations with Mo and her other teammates, she doesn't shy away from any of those. She engages. She looks you in the face. She nods her head, and she keeps it moving. That's what I love about her.
Obviously the injuries and only having 9 available players. I mean, and with a few tough losses recently, like what's been your message to the team? How have you try to keep them focused and everything when it seems like nothing's really kind of going your way for a little stretch here?
Yeah, we've moved past this person's injured, that person's injured. We've moved past that, because if we dwelled on that, we could spend the entire rest of the season doing that. We just work on closing the gap between good play and bad play. There's been these gaps in games where we're the best team on the floor, and then we're the worst team on the floor. So we're just trying to close those gaps of being the lesser team and play a longer period of time as the best team on the floor, and everything will take care of itself.
We talked earlier this week about, it seems like every game somebody new is stepping up and playing their best brand of basketball. I mean, JC, the example of that tonight, 7 points, a couple of rebounds. You talked about that at the beginning of your statement there. And, you said to me, and your response was, it's what we've had to ask of them. This team's been through adversity. Can you sort of quantify what that means to have somebody new stepping up on a game-to-game basis?
Yeah, I think it's the makeup of our team. I think it's, everybody's going to give what they can at any point in time. JC hadn't played in I don't know how many contests. Her number was called. She went out there. She did exactly what we asked of her. She didn't do any more. She didn't do any less. She kind of just folded right in, did a tremendous job playing with 4 other people out there on the floor. And those are the type of efforts we've gotten out of our bench. I mean, they've stood in the gap. I mean, when you've lost the amount of talent that we've lost, we have a starting lineup that's sitting on the bench. When you have people that come off the bench and stand in the gap like they have, it's a testament to who they are as a person and a player. I mean, like JC she hasn't got a lot of minutes, but she didn't shy away from this opportunity. She doesn't shy away from practice. She gives her 100% in practice. I mean, they all do, and that's the only thing I can ask of them, is that they just give what they can, and they've done that.
Any other questions for Coach? All right. Thank you very much.
Let's go.